Oregon Governor Kate Brown quietly signed Senate Bill 744 into law. She didn't hold a press conference. She didn't do a press release because she knew that this was going to be unpopular. And there was a glitch that prevented the bill, which was signed into law on the 14th of July, from being entered into the state's records until the 17th of July. So it took journalists a while to catch wind of the fact that this bill had been made law in Oregon. The bill is controversial because it drops there being standard requirements for students in math, in reading, and in science to be able to graduate from schools in the state. And it was done for purely racial reasons. According to a representative for her office, the graduation will help benefit, quote, Black, Latino, Latinx, Indigenous, Asian, Pacific Islander, tribal, and students of color. Now, not only is this extremely insulting to all of the aforementioned groups because it implies that they would not be able to graduate high school without them dropping standards completely, but it is also bad for our nation. In 2018, which is the most recent year that I could find data for, the United States, despite spending the most on education, ranked 34th in math and 24th in science throughout the world. And you'll often hear those numbers specifically bandied about by people on the left as reasons that we need to pay teachers more, that we need to fund schools more. But the reality is that in a state like Oregon that certainly has adequate funding and adequate desire to fund schools well, because that is a left-leaning state, which means that there are certainly a lot of people that would have no problem paying to have their teachers be well funded, there is simply not a desire to pursue excellence, which is the reason for our poor global rankings. There are people who live in countries that are way materially less well off, who have the desire to exceed, and this is why we are getting our butts handed to us by 33 other nations who rank higher than us in mathematics scores, and why we will continue to slip down the global rankings as the years go on, as this ideology of permitting poor scores to pass permeates our culture further. For more updates on cultural news, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.